Yeah. Okay, well, let's see, 5:59. We'll just wait a moment. Yay. Oh my gosh, nice. I love the outdoor practice he lives in. Welcome. All right, well, welcome all of you, beautiful yogis. I appreciate and honor your presence here. And, you know, as the weather gets nicer and the days get more into the lazy days of summer, right? Excellent. But I know it's, you know, it's not always so easy to get to your mat. So just know I acknowledge and honor your presence deeply. So let's start this way. Take one hand, just hold it to your heart, and let the other hand rest, maybe palm facing up. Sit in a way that's comfortable. And so I'm going to change this. We're going to get into practice right away. So you can sit cross-legged. Notice which shin you have in front because we're going to change. So either cross-legged if that's comfortable. You can drop the front shin on top. Or you can start to take it over and across if that works. So whichever one works for you. And then if you're here, it's naturally going to change where the left hand is resting. But whatever it is, let's sit up nice and tall. And bow your chin, close your eyes, release your breath. And if you happen to be sitting outside and you feel the sun and the breeze and the bees, and if not, you can imagine you're sitting outside, just enjoying all that this time of year has to offer. And the birds. And starting to settle into your breath. And even as you sit, you might become aware of that open palm. Just put your attention into that palm, whatever you notice there. And then keeping yourself as still as you can, bring that left hand up to either rest along the back of the right hand or to bring your palms together, whatever feels fine. And then changing the cross of your legs. And again, just finding your space here. You might drop that shin down or cross it over. And then we're just going to change hands. We're just going to come back. The left hand now on your heart and the right hand resting wherever that is, whatever works here. And again, just dropping into your breath and any discomfort you feel on your opposite cross side. And use that as this invitation to just drop into your body. Feel your breath. And if you're not too uncomfortable, even now being with whatever is being held in your open palm. And it might even be something that you can release. And whether you know what that is or not, even just imagine that there's butterflies or bees, just lifting whatever you're holding in that palm that you're ready to let go of and just flying it away, fluttering it away. Just taking 3 more very conscious breaths. Nice. And we'll bring the hands together, maybe crossed or Anjali Mudra, and you can change the cross of your legs back to your habitual if you wish, and to whatever's more comfortable. And then just feeling whatever you are feeling in your hips, any tightness in your low back. And And then we're going to just open our breath from here. You'll inhale right to the top. Hold the breath, and then start to pump your tummy in and out. And it can go really slow, or it can go fast. And release. And just take a normal breath. And we call that belly or belly of fire. Okay, and we'll do that again. It's a nice full breath in. Pause at the top, and then either a slow pump or a fast pump. And release. Just take a normal breath. And we'll just do one more like that. Full inhale. And pump your belly. Release. And then just normal breath. You can start to maybe feel your heart beating, your belly firing. And we'll use all that to help clear the space for us to Om clearly and beautifully. And we'll do 3 Oms together. Inhale. And releasing your hands down to your thighs, your knees, and lift your chin and open your eyes. Okay, so we're going to stay sitting just for a little bit. We'll do some circular cat-cow here. And sit up higher if you need to. Change the cross of your legs. Place your hands on your knees and inhale, grow tall. And as you exhale, begin to draw your belly back. Tuck your chin. Let the shoulders move forward. And pause here. Your hands are holding onto your knees. Just allow yourself to drop back. Let your head drop. And then we're not going to move forward. From here, we're just going to take it right to the circling. You shift your ribs over to one side, and then you can bring your chest forward. Let your hands move as you need to, and start to circle. And again, it might go deep, where you feel like you're almost bowing down over each thigh. Or it can stay just in the circling. Close your eyes. And just welcome your breath into this movement. It's to release your day. And feel into your hips, your low back, your jaw. And let your head move freely. As you come back, the chin will tuck a little bit. And as you move forward, the chin might come forward. And just circle maybe one more time in this direction, and then we'll reverse. And we'll start to move in the opposite direction. And we're just going to come back. The next time you come back again, the way we started, just arching back, dropping your chin, let your jaw drop. And take one more breath like this. And then start to lengthen yourself tall. Just come upright. to sitting. And just pause here. You might turn your palms up. You might keep your eyes closed. And then I'll just take a side bend. So I'm going to change the cross of my legs, yogi's choice. And then just take your left hand down, sweep the right arm up, and just crescent over, drop into this, whatever that is. You can floss a little bit if you like. It's opening and closing. And breathing. And then we can add the arm even. We can kind of move back and sweep over in front. So anything you're doing, just smile and be in your little dance on this side. And even maybe slow it down. You can feel everything that you need to feel. Good. From here, as you inhale, rise up, and we're just going to reach both arms up and just be here for a moment. You can circle your wrists, put your arms straight, lift up, circle your wrists the opposite way. Take your gaze, just kind of drop it down your nose. Good. And then we'll go second side. So the right arm will come down and just crescent over. When you feel you've settled here, you can maybe floss a little bit, just turning the rib cage. And then if you wish to add the arm to its own little dance, opening it back and over, maybe it's a circle, maybe you're just moving front to back. Just feeling your rib cage move, your breath present. Let's take one more full breath in and out here, and on your inhale, we'll come back up, and this time we'll take the arms out a little bit wider, still straight and strong. Move your wrists, lift yourself up through your belly. You can change the cross of your legs or stretch your legs out. Yes. And breathe. And nice, and then we'll just reach up. We'll take both palms together and exhale, release them down in front of your heart and bow your chin and just be here in this position of honoring and gratitude. And just feeling how things have opened. Good. Okay. So we're going to just start this practice on your back. And if you have a chair, then the chair goes, so I want all four legs on my yoga mat, and then they're not going to go anywhere. And if you're not using a chair, then you can just turn around and use the wall. So you can pretend the front of my chair is a wall, and I'll just show you what I'm going to do here. So I'm going to take one blanket, and it's going to be for underneath my head. And then you might put another blanket, like I have this little rug I'm on here, but you might put another blanket under your hips. Then I'm going to come onto my back, and with the soles of the feet on the chair. And I can see like that's too squishy for me. I want to be so my knees are over my hips, and then that psoas muscle can relax. So if your feet are at the wall, it's like you're sitting in a chair. And then just take a few moments, feel the head is supported, and if there's any creaking in your back, just from lying on your back on the hard earth, from whatever you've done today, then just breathe that down, and you can even push your belly into the floor so that you feel maybe the tailbone just lifts slightly, low back presses in, and then you can release that. Good. Okay. And then from here, I'm just going to cross the right ankle over the left knee into this version of thread the needle. And this is it. So if this is okay for you, great. If it's too much, back yourself away. And if you want to go deeper, you can snuggle in a little closer to the chair, and that's going to give you a little bit more. But as this is a yin practice, we're not looking for you to be in your 100% full capacity of the pose. We're just looking to just be in this place and breathe. And as we're just settling, if you want to just rock the left knee a little bit, left foot at the wall, you can just move a little bit side to side. Maybe a little massage for your low back. Okay, and then we're going to settle. So, here I know my heel can move down more to this left hip crease, and I'm just going to pull it down a little bit. And if that's comfortable for you, great. And if not, too much pressure on the knee, then just keep that ankle up closer to the knee. And then we're here for just about a minute. So just really doing your best to drop in and receive. And shouldn't be any strain. If you feel strain, then elongate yourself a little bit. It's just focusing on releasing yourself to the floor, softening your jaw, your eyes, and just finding these nice, beautiful in-breath and out-breath. If your legs start to feel like they're going to go to sleep, and you can be okay with that, do that. Don't try not to come out. And if you can soften your glutes, even by smiling. Okay, and then just before, we're going to start to come out, before we do, see if you can soften through that outer right hip and even into the right side of your belly. Okay, and then we're going to release very gently. So if your leg is on the chair, you're just going to put the left heel on the chair, maybe the shin on the chair, and then straighten your right leg. And if you're at the wall, you can just let your legs go up the wall, heels at the wall. And, I should have meant, the other thing I didn't mention, if your chair feels a little pushing into your calves and you don't like that, just put a blanket over top the seat of the chair. And let your jaw go. Let's do this, my friends. Just open your mouth a little wide and move your jaw back and forth. And at the same time, you could even point and flex your feet, or flex your feet and move the toes from side to side. Okay, and then we're going to go second side. So bend your knees again, soles of the feet to the edge of the chair, to the wall. And then we'll cross this left ankle over the right knee. And you'll make any adjustments. Again, you're not looking to be in your 100%. You're looking to be in about 50% of the pose you can do here. And then once you're there, and just again, receiving everything being offered, anything you feel, breathe into that. And soften, let go, wherever you can. And that could be even in the eyes and the cheeks. And the beautiful flow of your breath. Soften your eyes. And all that dropping in might bring you right into that left hip crease and then the left side of your belly. And just let go. And receive the dropping in. Shh, quiet. 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 Good boy. So just a few more breaths here. Really dropping in and letting go. Okay, and then again, coming out just really mindfully. So putting the right shin or right, I guess not the shin, the calf on the chair, extending the left leg, and then just dropping into your breath into this place. Okay. And then we're going to come back up to sitting. And I'm going to just hug the knees into the chest here. If that's not comfortable for you, you just place both feet on the edge of the chair on the wall. And you can rest there for a few. Otherwise, bring the knees in. Maybe you interlace the fingers, or you're very open and you can grab opposite elbows or forearms here. Just be here in this child's pose on your back. Just receiving the shape you're in, this little bit of extra pressure maybe into the back and into the hip creases, depending on how deep you are. But it's all good. You can just let your jaw go, your eyes rest, and be with that nice breath, even if it feels very constricted. Let's just take 2 more breaths here. Okay. I'm just going to take the right arm. I'm going to roll to the right side. So the right arm is going to come up and alongside the ear. And then I'll roll over to the right side and rest my head on my right arm. And just be in the fetal position for a breath or 2. And just like you're coming out of Shavasana, just gently press yourself up. And you already start to feel this nice softness coming in. Okay. All right, so we're going to do a forward fold. And we're going to come back to that same leg position we did at the very beginning, whatever it was you did. And here's where the chair might come in handy. So again, I'm not looking for maximum anything. I just want to be at about 50%. So if I take the chair, and you might even sit up on a blanket or 2 here too, depending on, what you need. And when you sit up on something, you're already tilted forward, so it kind of helps you out. Okay. You can do this against the wall too. You can sit in this or against your couch, and you'll just rest your head here. So find your place, and then once you're in it, you're like, oh, I can go deeper. Then you can just come up. You might keep your eyes closed. Just move your chair away from you, and that will take you in deeper. Okay. We want to have the forehead supported as we do. So know which leg you have in front, and then, okay, good. And then just bring yourself in. Okay, and I know for me, I'm not that I'm going to go any deeper, but I'm just going to extend my arms along the seat of the chair, not looking for anything, just there they are, and I'll drop the third eye space or the hairline at the front edge of the chair. And then I'm going to allow the skin of the forehead to slope down. So that might even mean, if you think of the scruff of your neck, and like you're moving back from there. And that's going to allow, the heart to lift a little bit and the head to be supported in this very relaxing way. Okay, so just staying in that, whichever side you've chosen. Now you've been in it for about a minute. So if there's anything that's uncomfortable and needs to be adjusted, do that, and then come back in. And we'll be here. Be with what is. Here for a few more breaths. See what happens if you draw your belly in. Does that make things more comfortable or change things a little bit? Just by pressing the belly back. Okay, and then very gently use your hands to kind of walk yourself off the chair until you come upright. And then just pause, sit. If you need to stretch your legs out, do that. I'm going to have both palms facing up. And I'm just going to take in all this nice softness and keep your eyes closed for a few moments. And slowly open your eyes maybe halfway. And then all the way, you're just going to feel like they're very heavy, hopefully. And then we're going to change the cross. And again, you'll go wherever you were comfortable with in the opening sit. Yeah. And then just bringing yourself back into this forward fold. Taking those few moments to make any adjustments you need to be comfortable here. Feel the scruff of your neck come back a little bit so that the head is comfortable. You're not straining at the neck. Just taking maybe one or two more breaths and drop in deeply. And then slowly again coming out. And we're just going to sit again for a few moments. When you stretch your legs, do that. Otherwise, be here with what is at this moment. And then from here, I'm just going to move the chair out of the way. And we'll bring it back in a little bit. Okay. So you might stay sitting on your blanket, or you might take it out. I'm just going to come to sit in pigeon. So I'm going to take the hands behind and then cross the right ankle over the left knee. And you make it what you need to. You step that left foot further away or in more. And if this is better for you, that's fine too. And we're just going to be here again just for about a minute. So if you want to wave this package a couple times, that's fine. And then you'll just settle in. However, you can have the arms bent. I have my fingers pointing towards my hips. It's going to give me extra wrist. You go wherever you need to. And then just trying to find the arch in your back a little bit. Jaw releases. And breathe. So you can close your eyes. Or if your eyes are open, just drop your gaze down the bridge of your nose. Soften wherever you feel anything. That's your invitation in. Okay. And then we're just going to switch sides. If you need to give yourself a little wrist moment, do that. And then just set yourself up on the other side. And again, if you want to rock a little bit, you can do that. And just being in this shape. With your eyes closed and your breath nice and even. Gazing down the bridge of your nose. One more breath. And we'll come out and you just stretch your legs in front. Move your wrists around a couple times in both directions. Good. Okay. So from here, we're going to come to a version of pigeon. And so I'm just going to take, let's say, the right leg straight out and come onto my arms and then just sweep the left leg back. And so I could be like right on you can lie on your right buttock and extend the right leg, left leg back. And then you're just going to bring yourself forward. And so you might come onto your forearms here. You can always bend your legs if you need to. If keeping it straight is too much, bend it. And then we're just here. Okay, so if you're comfortable, you might walk your forearms forward a little bit. And then just kind of anchor them down and pull the floor towards your hips. Okay. So for me, I feel this release right at the top of the hip bone here, coming in. It doesn't mean you're going to feel it there too. I'll just share that. And then we're just here. So you're welcome to stay on your forearms. If you want to drop all the way down onto your arms and rest your head, and be looking towards the right, you can do that. I'm going to stay on my forearms. And just drop your head and breathe. It's nice and easy breath. Start to really feel where your breath is going and And you assist it a little bit by pressing that breath into opening these places and to releasing. And just as we prepare to come out, so stay as you are. If you drop down, you're not on your forearms, come back to your forearms. And then just pull that scruff of the neck back a little bit so the chin tucks. And just take a few breaths like that. So if you've been working on a computer today, you pull the scruff of the neck back and the chin in. Soften your jaw, your eyes. And then we're just going to come up. I'm just going to take the hands. We're going to come up. Both legs are going to stay wide. We're just going to open, and we're just here. And I'm just going to rest the hands behind and take a few breaths. Feel free to drop your chin and close your eyes. Softening your pelvic floor to the earth. And then just one more breath like this. And then we're going to switch sides. So I'm going to bring both legs together here. I'll keep the left leg in front and take the right leg out. And then just take my arms over to the left side. Maybe lift yourself and readjust. And then find your place here. So again, you can always bend this left leg. You can also bend the right leg behind you. Or you straighten them. And then you can stay on your forearms. If you want to drop down to your belly, that's fine. I'm going to stay on my forearms. And press the floor down and away. Allow my head to drop. And to be in the flow of your breath. We move into our final few moments. Just pulling the scruff of the neck back and the chin in. And let your jaw be soft, so maybe open your mouth. You can still breathe in and out through your nose. If you want to breathe out through your mouth, that's fine too. Just really softening, letting go through that outer half. Slowly rising up, and again, just coming to sit with the legs wide for a moment. Just feel that. Okay, so we're going to bring the chair back in. And if you don't have a chair, you'll do this over the legs of your couch or whatever you have. I'm going to bring the chair in. Oh, sorry, Peter. I didn't scare you. I'm going to put a blanket over the chair. And I'm actually going to put a blanket right over the chair. So I'm going to open it up to its full glory. And then I'll throw it over top like this. Okay. And so you can watch me first if you want. So I'm going to come in a little closer to the chair. You might have another blanket for underneath your hips once you get there if you feel you need that. And you could also have another blanket for under your head. I'll just split my legs over top, and we're going to start off in Baddha Konasana. So I'm just going to hook my feet. They're going to go, that's why the blanket's nice and big. My feet are going to go behind the leg of the, so I'm just going to move this for a second. I'm just going to tuck my feet in behind here so that the knees can drop out wide. And once you're in it and you found that, then you're welcome to grab the top of the blanket here and just bring it down so it covers you. Ta-da! So my knees are dropping out quite wide. And if that's not comfortable, you can pull the chair in more closer to you. And so that's going to give you less of an opening. And or you do it against the wall the way hard it is. Well, I was going to have you use the chair here. You can also do it over the bolster. Right, just conventional.
Oh, just a regular.
Yeah. Okay. And then just find your place if you need another blanket underneath your hips or something underneath your head. And I'm going to take my hands. You could be under the blanket, over the blanket. I'm just going to rest them into the hip crease. And drop in. Yeah. Okay, so support under your head if you feel your chin is higher than your forehead, so that we continue to invite in this relaxation. Okay. I'll say this too, it feels nice to take your hands and just kind of rake your scalp and move your hair around like that. Feels so nice. So do that for yourself if you're able to a couple times. And then you'll drop in. And just being with your breath. If your legs are over your couch and you're doing this, just wrapping a blanket the way I have mine will help to hold the feet together. Okay. Any discomfort you're feeling in your hips or the hip crease, soften your jaw, my friends. Even let the lower jaw kind of hang open. Notice if you're gripping your glutes, and you might need to, if you can let that go. Soften your pelvic area. Just feel the invitation to be open and to receive your breath in a very different way. Just dropping in a few more moments here. We're here for about another 10 breaths. And if you need to release and just bring the knees together, the calves resting on the chair, then go ahead and change. But if you can be here, be with what is. Okay, so now we're going to move to calves resting on chair. So that is bringing the knees together and not together to touch, but so that your calves are resting on the chair and perhaps your feet are underneath the front of the chair. And if you are on your couch or anything like that, this is a great thing. A little different than doing legs up the wall, even though we still have the legs elevated. This position, sitting in a chair invites in sciatica. This way, with your back grounded, we're inviting that muscle to let go and relax. Make yourself comfortable. Set a blanket under your hips, an extra blanket under your head. And your hands can be on your body or out to the side. And if you have an eye pillow handy, you can put it on here. We're going to be here for a little bit. This might even just be your whole Shavasana. So it's feeling your hip crease melt and descend. This invitation to ground and release. Be here now, being with what is. Just feeling the flow of your breath and softness in the back of your head, through your eyes, your cheeks, and your jaw. Just letting go, letting go, letting go. And moving into your final few moments here. That's your invitation to deepen your breath, to release anything you still are holding. Okay. And then from here, if you would like to stretch your legs long on the floor and take Shavasana for the next minute, then you can just put your feet on the edge of the chair and push it out of the way, or even just lay your legs either side of the chair, or stay in this very supportive, very nourishing pose a few more moments. As you're ready to come out, and you might just bring the soles of the feet to rest on the edge of the chair for a few moments, or you can hug your knees into your chest, and the blanket's probably going to come along with you, and that's going to be just fun and nice. And just give yourself a little hug here, and however you like to do that. And roll yourself to your side, and if you're using your eye pillow, you might just take your hand on to hold the eye pillow as you roll to your side. Just take a few breaths on your side. We'll come up to sitting. And then just take that seat as we did a few times, and maybe the palms facing up, just being with your breath. And dropping your chin, just feeling all that goodness and how you have shifted your energy and brought yourself into a state of deep relaxation. And just bring the hands together at your heart or cross them over. Lengthen tall and bow your chin. Release your jaw. And feel the scruff of your neck and press it back a little bit. You'll feel your heart lift. I'm just taking this moment for deep honoring to yourself and to the work that you do, and you're present here and in this practice. I'm just going to keep it very, very soft. And so from here, just bring your thumbs up to rest on your third eye. Take a few breaths. And just releasing your hands in front of your heart and lifting your chin and opening your eyes. And from my heart and my heart, and with great love, namaste, my friends. Thank you for being here and sharing this practice. And may you rest well tonight and have all of this goodness in your pocket, right? It's now yours. So enjoy. Much love. Thank you.